stock, new supply coming into the market, mainly due to a slowdown of the approval process. So a very well publicized and documented slowdown of approvals for new residential projects in and around the city centre. We're seeing more projects moving further and further out of the city, but within city centre, it's very difficult to get approval. So a slowdown in supply, but the demand is still very strong. And that's the overall theme for 2019. What we expect to see very similar market conditions. I think the approval process is really going to be the headline. And there's a lot of uncertainty of when we will start to see an improvement in terms of the speed of approval. The number of new projects will be similar, maybe around 30,000 units being launched into the market. And at this moment in time, the demand for residential is still very, very strong, predominantly in the affordable and mid-range markets. The interesting part about the market is because we've seen a slowdown of the approvals, and the demand still remaining very strong. Price increases, we've seen quite considerable price increases, certainly in key locations, and some projects have seen very substantial price increase, which is not necessarily good for the market. So we're seeing inflated pricing, which is creating a little bit of a bubble in the market where it's not necessarily true demand, it's not end users. We're seeing a lot of investment, a lot of speculation in the market, which is not necessarily good for the market. There's a number of different feedback. First and foremost, I think they're still very positive on the market. I think the market fundamentals are still very strong, so the demand is still strong. So they believe in the market, which is the good part. The frustration is that most developers cannot find quality land opportunities to acquire, certainly in and around the city centre. You can see by some of the big local groups, they're having to look at provinces outside the city and even coastal development opportunities where they can find land and the approval process is slightly quicker. And this is a trend that we will probably see in 2020. I think we'll just see more and more development further and further out of the city.